Alrighty guys, we're back for some menacing Mono Black, and this is a Brothers War Standard Brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Redcat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up. Okay, what do we got in the build here? Well, this one's based around the Menace keyword. So we got 4 Okiba Reckoner raids here, an underrated 1-drop for sure. Vehicles you control have Menace when it flips into that Road Captain, and also it's just a 2-2 with Menace in general, so pretty solid. Got 3 cutdowns, early removal's important, a single Ashnod's Intervention. I think it's pretty decent, and it's also pretty decent to give a menacing creature +2/+0, so yeah. Have a single Transmogrant Crown, like I just said. Giving something +2/+0 that has Menace is actually pretty solid, but then also if equipped creature dies, you draw a card. Not half bad. Also, having artifacts and enchantments in here is going to work well, because we have a couple soul transfers too, so nice. Got 2 Blade of the Onis, a solid little 2-drop, fitting that menacing theme, but then also if you ever get to reconfigure this, it's really solid. Got a couple Infernal Grasp. I like Infernal Grasp more than Go for the Throat right now because we're seeing so much Fleshgorger. Fitting the menacing theme, guys. We got 4 of them in here. We don't got to go over it because holy cow, is this creature everywhere? And I mean, we see why, right? Like Menace, Lifelink, and that ward is pretty gross, huh? We got 4 Life of Toshiros in here, giving a menacing creature +2/+0 is good. So of course, giving it +2/+2 is very good, huh? Acts as some removal against like soldier decks too for those first 2 sagas. Being able to -1/-1 their 1-drop is pretty solid, or just gain some life, why not? When it flips into Memory of Toshiro, it helps us ramp into Invoke Despair, which is pretty disgusting, honestly. Memory of Toshiro is just one of my favorite sagas, so yeah, I love it. We got 4 of them. Also, the enchantment does work with the soul transfer, right? Single Reckoner Bankbuster, nice, works with the Road Captain perfectly, helps us draw. Of course, no one's questioning the Bankbuster, right? Got 4 Shakedown Heavies in here, a 3-mana 6/4 with Menace that never gets to see play because, unfortunately, Graveyard Trespasser exists. When Shakedown Heavy attacks, defending player may have you draw a card. If you do, untap Shakedown Heavy and remove it from combat. Drawing those extra cards, of course, works pretty well with Sheoldred. We got 3 of them because it's legendary, but I wouldn't be surprised if you wanted 4 of them in here. Yeah, we don't got to go over Sheoldred. It's pretty cool how it pairs nicely with that Shakedown Heavy. Whenever we draw a card, gain 2 life. So if they do take this out of combat, then we're gaining 2 life as well. So that is pretty neat, huh? Single Liliana in here to act as more removal, but also like you can really put a lockdown on an opponent that is top decking, and then you're just having them discard cards. And there's not a lot of great stuff for us to discard in here, but like I said, it's kind of in here for removal, just the -2 ability alone. So we'll see if it's any good, huh? Okay, yep, the 4 Invoke Despairs on the top end, 24 land. I actually tried the deck out with 25, and I was flooding just way too much. So cut down to 24, and I hope it's fine. And I think the Life of Toshiro helping us ramp into the Invoke Despair is going to be 100% okay to just have the 24. Roadside Reliquary in here because, you know, we have artifacts and enchantments, and those extra draws can really come in handy, especially if you end up flooding out like I was when I had 25 land in here. Abandoned Mire as well, obviously. No honorable mentions, but you can use your own imagination as to what we could have potentially squeezed into the deck, right? There's actually just a lot of terrific menacing creatures, huh? So yeah, let's go ahead, take this one into some ranked and see how we do. Alright, we'll see if we can get right into that first match here. For some reason today, I'm getting a little bit of lag in the menus and stuff especially, so we'll see if that continues here for the video. Oh, 4 swamps, that is terrifying. Alright, we gotta keep it. We got a 1, 2, and a 3, and then we'll just like top deck a Sheoldred or something because Mono Black, right? like Even though we have the 4 swamps, this is a solid hand. Transmogrant Crown. Nice. We're actually going to play that and get ready to equip it to the Reckoner raid next turn. Well, we might just want to go Shakedown Heavy, though. So maybe Bankbuster would have been smarter. No, this is fine. Getting the crown down is 100% okay. Oh, Azora Soldiers. Guys, it's our chance. It's our chance. Well, I'd love to keep the Infernal Grasp, but just getting the Shakedown Heavy here and then letting them go like Brutal Cathar, and then we Infernal Grasp the Brutal Cathar, that could be pretty good. It's our chance to break the curse, guys, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it here today. Azora Soldiers, you're going down. Now, the curse isn't against all soldier decks. Specifically, it's Azora Soldiers. It has to have been over a month since I've taken care of Azora Soldiers. So the first strike on Thalia really is rough, but like Menace on the Road Captain means that they have to double block. And then we could Infernal Grasp the Thalia because they think the first strike's happening, but they also will know that we have spot removal in hand, so they'll probably just take the 4. It's worth a shot here, I would say. What do you guys think? I think they take the 4. This is huge for us. Holy cow. Holy cow. This is huge for us, guys. We get to draw. We get this back. Both of their cards are gone. We drew another land, unfortunately, but at least it's the Abandoned Mire and not like another swamp or something. It would have been a lot nicer to see like our one of our Invoke Despairs there. Brutal Cathar number 2, Frontliner comes down. Infernal Grasp number 2. I'm tempted by the draw with the Bankbuster. But I think we're just going to take care of the Cathar. And then equip. And then get the Bankbuster ready for next turn. Like an 8-4 Shakedown Heavy is awesome. So they only have 2 more Cathars in the deck, guys. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like we can get there. They didn't get their flyers yet, too, so that could happen at any time, I suppose. Another land, and I am flooding out a lot recently. Okay, that's good, Sheoldred. All right, let's try the swing. Do they have us draw? Yeah, we don't know if we... Oh, wow, Seat of the Empire. We get a draw on the crown. Invoke Despair. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Now we get a nice little lockdown going here, hopefully. Where we just keep on drawing into more Invoke Despairs, right? I mean, we know it all too well. Our opponents do it often, huh? Mire comes down. Okay. No great swing for them. They need to start getting stuff in the air, guys. The Frontliner's definitely the sacrifice here. Alright, Invoke Despair, let's do this. Frontliner's out of here, opponent's down to 12, we draw 2. This Mire could be scary. We're back up to 24, couple more land, because why not? Hey, if we see the Fleshgorger, we're just gonna cast it out for 7, huh? Could draw on Bankbuster. Swing with Sheoldred. I guess we swing with Sheoldred. Keep the cut down open. Feeling good, guys. I'm ready to break this curse against Azora Soldiers. I really, really am. I'm ready. Opponent's down to 4. Come on, man. Siege Veteran, okay. Valiant Veteran, nice. Then they're gonna get 3 1/1s here, and we don't have a board wipe, so... Oh, Cutdown's not open because Mire doesn't let us play it on their turn. That's right. Okay, Roadside Reliquary. This is rough, guys. We are seeing so much mana. If we swing and they try to take it out, we could kill the Valiant Veteran. And then maybe the Sheoldred would be safe. Honestly, I think we draw with the Bankbuster and see if we find an Invoke. Reckoner Raid. That's good. That's really good. Reckoner Raid might be able to just get us there. I'm afraid to swing with Sheoldred, because if they don't find removal, then that extra 2 damage is probably enough. We have to do this on our turn, because we don't have removal for the Mire. Either way, they can give everything counter next turn too, which could be equally as bad, huh? So maybe I should have... Maybe I shouldn't have done that, actually. Roadside Reliquary can draw us 2. Your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. So I can't activate an ability of a land then. Yeah, maybe we should have attempted the swing and seen if we could have cleaned up some of this board state, but I'm too afraid. Like, if they still would have blocked with everything. Opponent goes down to 1 here. They can bring back Frontliner if they found a land and activate the Veteran to give every... Oh, they found a second Veteran. Can the Reckoner Raid get us that victory and break the curse? I think it is, guys. They don't have lifelink. And we're at 25. Yeah, they full swing. Create a bunch of stuff. We block the Mire. And the Reckoner Raid ends this. We draw from the crown. They get some tokens here. And I won't hold them up with the Reliquary. We'll just let this end. Let's go, guys. The curse is broken. Even though we flooded out terribly there. The flood was real, guys. We don't want to drop to 23 land, though. Like, we just kind of got unlucky. Look at all this. Oh my goodness, that is so much mana. It's like I said, I tested the deck. I had 25 in here. I went down to 24 because I kept flooding out. Maybe that's just going to be a consistent theme. I don't think we want to go down to 23, though. I feel like... Yeah, because the Invoke Despair is 5 mana. And if you go down to 23, you're not going to hit 5 mana every game, even though we do have that ramp. Okay. Yeah, with the Life of Toshiro, it's not consistent ramp. Because the opponent can remove it pretty easily. Like a cut down picks it up, you know? And then we always want to see like our 3rd and 4th too, so... Okie dokies. Really, it is a Spell Pierce, guys. Oh man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, opponent. Because now they can keep us on a nice counterspell lockdown for a few turns. Yeah, not having Bankbuster on the board, that is a huge play. Why don't we see more Spell Pierce? Super weird, right? I feel like Spell Pierce has so many targets. I'm looking at you, Bankbuster. Like, Bankbuster in almost every deck. I'm going to keep the cut down and see if they play their Potty Jin, right? Like, having the cut down open early on before the Jin gets to... I guess it's already going to be a 2-4, isn't it? Crap. It's already above the cut down range, guys. What have I done? But if it wasn't an impulse and it was just a counterspell, then they would only have the 1 there and it would have been a 1-4. So, I mean, that's something to think about, I guess. I just don't think that was the best bet. Let's swing with this because... Okay, yep. Goes through. Counterspell on Heavy is much better than Sheoldred, so if we top deck a land here, if we can get Sheoldred down next turn, it's just much better. Cut down just doesn't hit the Djinn anymore, so it's not worth keeping open. It would potentially be worth keeping open if we had Infernal Grasp in hand. Actually, it would definitely be worth keeping open. Hey, Shakedown Heavy hits that board. Oh, now I wish I would have tried it last turn. That felt like a decision, though. You know what I mean, guys? Like, they thought about it for a second, so maybe like just simple Fading Hope, or they know they can slow this down enough by not taking damage and just having us draw instead, so it felt kind of like a decision over not having the counterspell. Consider, okay, we got some, looks like basic mono blue, but I like the addition of the Spell Pierce because, like I said, has a lot of great targets. It's kind of weird that we don't see it more. Terror hits the board, and we need some mana now, guys. I guess, like, both of these have Menace, but they're going to have us draw. So let's try to draw first, or get Crown on the board, equip Road Captain. It's definitely good. It's definitely good, isn't it? All right, let's try Crown. Because they're going to have us draw from Heavy. We know that much. They don't want to take 6 damage here. Wow, Spell Pierce number 2. Crap. Yeah, no, that's a great target for the opponent. Oh, man. See if they have us draw. Because now we could find a swamp and be pretty sad that we're not playing Sheoldred. But they're gonna take 8 damage here. Wow. Cut down would hit like a Delver. I guess Delver could exist in this deck potentially. It's gonna be another Terror. Okay, these cut downs are looking pretty sad. It's gonna be a 3rd Terror. Holy cow. Well, at this point, at least if Sheoldred can hit, at least it has Death Touch. Reckoner Raid. They probably double block the Heavy, which is actually pretty decent for us. But if they double block the Road Captain, then the Heavy might get through, and then Okiba Reckoner Raid might hit the board, because this might just be a Make Disappear. Then maybe that actually helps us clean up. But I'm pretty sure they double block the Heavy. Oh no. Okay. Blade of the Oni's fine too. But I guess now, yeah, they double block the Road Captain successfully. So, Reckoner Raid as the 2 potentially getting through. So we're going to start with Reckoner Raid. Didn't seem to be sticking. Try to get Blade of the Oni down. Essence Scatter. Or Essence Capture. Essence Scatter. Yeah, okay. So we could take 15 here. So they need an answer for the Heavy, which I guess would be just have us draw a card. So us not seeing our 4th guys yet. It's like I said. I'm going to take the 15. I'm trying to think. Like, we could. No, yeah, we need another mana for the Despair. And then Haughty Djinn comes down. Pretty brutal, guys. Pretty brutal. Because now we wouldn't be able to block on the ground either way. Well, Shakedown Heavy's a cool card, but they just have us draw here. It's going to be a Fading Hope anyways, it looks like. Oh, slip out the back. Okay. We play our Sheoldred, and that could have gone either way, huh? Honestly, the triple Terror was really lucky. Or maybe it wasn't really lucky. Maybe the mono blue decks that I go up against just don't see it as often. Good game, opponent. Usually it's like double Djinn and stuff, but triple Terror, man. Thank you for dropping the GGs as well. We don't see it too often, believe it or not. An Invoke Despair earlier Like, how many turns did we not see mana? Like, if we could have invoked on turn 5 or 6 to at least clean up one of the terrors. There was no guarantee, though. They had 2 Spell Pierce, they had Essence Scatter, which probably means they had Negate packed in there as well, huh? So there's probably just enough utility counterspells, just in general, to wrap up that game for the opponent either way. Alright, opponent, what you bringing to the table, buddy? Yeah, we got a couple land here. This is actually a pretty bad hand, especially if we don't see a mana. I think we have to mulligan, guys. Oh, no. Oh, one match flooding, the other match, we really needed that mana, and this is... Yeah, this is a mulligan. Okay, here we go. This is good. What do we send? What do we send, guys? The Crown? Crown could help us draw more. I think it's Crown, though. I like having Life of Toshiro. For those moments of turn 4 Invoke Despair, right? We have 4 Despairs in here, so wouldn't be unheard of. Wait, yeah, it doesn't have haste, so turn 4 Invoke Despair isn't even possible, is it? It's gonna be a counter spell. Oh no, more mono blue? Spell Pierce, what is this? The last game I'm like, yeah, we don't really see Spell Pierce, do we? And then here it is again. What is happening, guys? This whole week has been a roller coaster ride for me, as apparently I'm learning what the meta consists of. I'd rather the heavy get countered. Yeah, because on turn 3 it would be on the second, and then on turn 4 it flips into memory, so it would still be a turn 5 Invoke Despair. It's just you wouldn't need the 5th mana. Alright, the Djinn's on the board, guys, so this could still be a counterspell because it makes it cost 1 less, so... I mean, the Life of Toshiro could hit, but it's better to try this while they have less mana anyways, because it could be like a 3 mana counterspell. Okay, so Fleshgorger's on the board. And they don't target it with like a Fading Hope or anything, so Fleshgorger can really help us pull this back, and maybe we'll get some revenge against Mono Blue. We attempt the Life of Toshiro first. If it gets countered, we have 3 mana for Fleshgorger number 2. This is really good, guys. Nice. Back up to 22. We're going to attempt Fleshgorger number 2. It lands. Holy cow. Whoa, the opponent doesn't play anything there. What? 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 What just happened, guys? I guess we got a little bit lucky. Let's be real, huh? Yeah, when I was going over the deck, did I say a turn 4 Invoke Despair too? I don't know why. Sometimes I forget, like, these Saga creatures don't have haste, and then sometimes... Yeah, sometimes I gotta, like, be in a match to actually, like, play it out in my head too, which is probably not the best. To just be, like, realizing stuff about the deck in the middle of a video, but still. Okay, yeah, the opening hands with only 2 mana are pretty scary, as I guess generally speaking we do want to see the 3rd. At least we have a 2-drop this time. Double Sheoldreds. This is probably another mulligan though, huh? Nah, let's try it. Let's try it this time, just for the sake of like actually testing the limits of the deck. Like, let's see if we just like top deck that swamp right away. Because I guess it's a pretty good chance. Oh, Reckoner Raid, that works too. Getting something to play right away is excellent. Blade of the Oni comes down next turn, and We have a couple turns to see that third mana, so there it is. Beautiful. Get Blade of the Oni down, and is this what I think it is? More Azora soldiers. All right. Well, I'm down for beating Azora soldiers twice in one day. How about you guys, huh? Oh. Oh, what the crap? Oh. Lifelink, yeah, first strike gets around the Blade of the Oni anyways. Steel Seraph, great addition, opponent. Pretty terrifying, actually. Blade of the Oni gets in, but the lifelink from the Seraph is devastating. I like the Shakedown Heavy after Sheoldred's on the board, I would say. Getting Fleshgorger down now sounds a little better. Especially if we have a chance to, like, reconfigure onto the Fleshgorger. And maybe get even further lifelink from that. And the flying blocks in the air with the Seraph, too. A Rafine! It is not soldiers, guys. It is not soldiers. Oh, no. I guess it's Esper Legends with Steel Seraph included. I don't really know. Another Shakedown Heavy's pretty good, but I'd like to see that fourth mana. And some removal, honestly. I'm glad we're not playing Go for the Throat, that's for sure. We're gonna full swing. All of these have Menace, and they don't know if we have spot removal in hand. And so if they end up going like a double block into one of these, and then we hit like, yeah, so they're taking that damage, especially since they have lifelink too. Look at all of our Menace creatures, guys. Is that not just really cool? Woo! Opponent is playing all the good stuff as well, though, so, and they get more life gain here, back up to 17. Back up to 19, actually, if they actually do like a double connive here for counters. Oh, the 1/1 counts as well because of the Adeline. Oh, that's cool. Have I seen Adeline and Rafine in a deck before? Honestly? I don't think so. Good addition, opponent. Like, when we see these legendary decks, yeah, I don't think we usually see Adeline. So cut down actually hits the Rafine. So that's good news, but it doesn't stop like this lifelink madness with the Steel Seraph. It hits Thalia and it hits Dennick too if they end up blocking any of these, but then we probably just end up dying next turn. Back up to 16-5 here, Adeline. At least would be able to clean up something, and at least this is a sweet swing. Like, if they draw, we still have a blocker with the heavy too, so like, this is pretty sweet. Also, not seeing the fourth mana. Dang, so maybe there's reason to have 25 in here. I don't know, like, so much testing is required sometimes. Are they gonna double block? Okay, so let's take out the... I mean, we should hit the Dennick, because Cut Down can't hit the Adeline. They're gonna gain 2. Adeline's rough. They do this because they can disturb it. They already had a Dennick. And we're gonna do this on our turn, because this is the type of deck that would potentially run a Make Disappear. And we have to do all 3 of our mana. Get that Rafine out of here. I think this is leaning towards the opponent pretty well, but at least we were able to clean up a couple of their cards. And then maybe, if we can see a mana, maybe the Sheoldred can start to pull this back, but without seeing an Infernal Grasp for that Steel Seraph, I don't know. I don't think so. Also, this must be something in their hand, because they didn't bring back Dennick to boost the Adeline before the swing. They could have done that. It would have been an extra... It would have been a 5/4 instead of a 4/4. So this must be something in hand. Yeah, we would have been down to 3. They're at 13. Yeah, Wandering Emperor. Take out the Shakedown, probably, because well, Fleshgorger might have been a good hit, too, depending. Soul Transfer cost 4 mana because of the Thalia. Dang. So they have it in the air here, unfortunately. Well, we could swing Fleshgorger, keep this as a blocker, but then they're wide enough. But we have Shakedown as another blocker on the ground, too. Huh. We're kind of sort of still in this thanks to lifelink.
I'll be back.
Well, it depends what they top deck too, right? Because it could be like another Rafine, and then they just boost the Seraph to a 7. Yeah, we're kind of in this. Oh, they can get flying to the Adeline though. Yeah, Steel Seraph being super. For some reason, my brain was telling me just lifelink. Good game, opponent, dude. Good game. That was rough, man. We did great for only having 3 mana. Like, for real, like, we did excellent. Like, we have awesome cards packed in here. Like, the whole Menace theme really showed there, which was just really cool, too. Looks like we have time for about 1 more, unless it's a fast one. And then we might have time for 2 more. Getting all of the quests done tonight. That's nice. That is very, very nice. This has been a pretty fun one, guys, but Mono Black Aggro in general is pretty fun, but like we just have like fun cards packed in here, and then like really powerful cards too, so we can actually get some victories as well. So sometimes it's not enough to just have fun cards. Sometimes powerful cards are equally as fun, right? A little bit of mixture of both, and you have a good time. Good hand. Very, very good hand. Soldier. Okay, here we go, here we go. Well, I went and said it last time, so here we are, huh? Let's see. Blade of the Oni, Crown, or Life of Toshiro -1, that recruitment officer. Eee. Alright, let's hit the officer. It'll be less damage. Crown could be good too, where we do want to start to draw to find some of our removal for the Harbin when it comes time. But like taking care of Officer, like this also prevents them. Okay, alright, here we go. Here we go, guys. We're on a roller coaster now. Can we get there? So we're gonna go game 2. Fleshgorger should probably hit this turn for life gain purposes, but we have to like Brutal Cathar. Brutal Cathar is rough, but at least it would hit Fleshgorger over Sheoldred. Well, I think I'd prefer Fleshgorger in this case. The double flyers, we need to keep up with a bunch of life gain. Yeah, we definitely need to find. Wow, they keep the Harbin back to be able to double block Fleshgorger, maybe? That might mean they have a second Harbin in hand, too. Look, Sheoldred looks great, man, but if we can get the Transmogrant Crown onto that Fleshgorger, gain a little bit extra, and draw an extra card, I'm gonna do it. It wouldn't be bad to hit the Road Captain here too. But either way, I think the life gain is a little bit better. How do you guys feel about that? Get the Harbin out of here, back up to 22, and we get to draw. Infernal Grasp, that is beautiful, guys. Holy cow. Let's equip this to the Road Captain in preparation for more menacing strikes next turn. Brutal Cathar hits Road Captain probably because we just equipped the Crown to it. And then Infernal Grasp could be decent on the Cathar and get the Reckoner raid going again. But Skystrike Officer runs away with games on its own too, so at least we have a blocker on the ground for Cathar, but as it switches to nighttime and stuff too, like, it could be a big problem. Where it oh, there we go. Wow, nice. We're actually seeing our removal, guys. This is so sweet. Okay. So, let's cut down the Cathar. They have the deserted beach open. Oh, they're gonna draw, okay. So we're gonna get a swing with the memory here then. Okay, back up to 21. We could go... I mean, getting Sheoldred down, letting the Skystrike Officer survive one extra turn wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Now we should take care of it. So we're gonna equip this. Let's get that swing, because I think we can keep up now. And then do this on our turn, so that way they don't have anything fancy drawn. Alright. I'm feeling good, but hopefully I'm playing it out well enough here. Reinforcements, they still have 3 mana open, and something with red mana in it too. So that's why the Secluded Courtyard then. Something with red mana. I guess it could be the Bard, right? Or Barrett. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, honestly. They swing for 4. They're nice and wide. The Veteran keeps them in this game easily, so Sheoldred has to hit the board for sure. Blade of the Oni comes down as well. And we might just swing with the memory, since they don't have a lot of life gain. I think we can outpace them. And I don't think they double block. And if they do, it's a great double block. We get a draw. Sorry guys, I should have swung before playing the cards, but I kind of thought about it after the fact. Oh, Harbin. Oh, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Okay. I'm feeling good, but like, this is scary. A lot of damage. Oh, there's so much damage. Oh, their last card needs to be removal. Their last card needs to be removal. Because we just full swing. GG opponent, let's go, guys! So it was Jeskai Soldiers, so I don't exactly know. You know, we can't count it as another victory against Azorius Soldiers. Did I have fun? Heck yeah, I did. Oh, buddy. Woo! Alright. Let's go over this deck one more time, guys. I feel like there's a lot to say, but at the same time, it's just like, you know, it's another version of Mono Black, so there's probably less to say that I'm actually thinking here, so... Here's the deck list again, guys. Of course, we got to rearrange for the prototype on Fleshgorger, because it is very rare to actually play this out on 7 mana. So, the mana base. 24 land. What do you guys think? Is the 24 enough? Should I go back up to 25? I don't think I would, but I feel like I need to play like 30 more games in order to figure it out. You know what I mean? Of course, Sheoldred, Invoke Despair are incredible. Fleshgorger's really good. Did we see Soul Transfer today? I forget. I kind of forget right now, but it's solid removal, and there are a lot of instances where we have enchantments on the board with artifacts. I mean, where's our artifacts, right? Here's our artifacts, and here's our enchantments. So 8 and 8? Wait, I think I could have just checked here. Yeah, 8 artifacts, 8 enchantments. So yeah, it doesn't seem like a lot, but there's a lot of instances where you have both there. So Soul Transfer totally works, and Roadside Reliquary as well. So our spot removal, 3 cutdowns, 2 Infernal Grasp, and our Liliana, as well as our Soul Transfers. Like, that's more spot removal than I usually play, like outside of a mid-range build, you know? But it still doesn't feel like enough sometimes, so it's no wonder opponents are just playing a ridiculous amount of removal in every single deck and then just devastating my creature-based builds, you know? Shakedown Heavy fits the Menace theme. It's a cool one. It hits really hard, and when you're drawing with it, it's actually not half bad too, because, you know, if you're in like a locked down creature style board state, if the opponent has us draw and untap, then they have to think, oh, now they can block with the Heavy next turn. It's just a really cool card. It's just not getting its time in the sun because of Graveyard Trespasser for sure. The ward cost on the Trespasser is just so brutal that it's just no wonder we're not seeing Heavy, but it's a cool one, man. Fitting that menacing theme is awesome too. Life of Toshiro, man, this card has been slept on since it was released. One of my favorite sagas, and for good reason. It does so much, guys. Oh, man. It's such a cool card, dude. It really is. And I actually really like it in just like a standard mono black build. Like, if you wanted this to be more competitive, you could like skip the whole Menace theme, drop the Heavies, go up the Trespassers, that kind of thing, drop the Blade of the Onis, go up Tenacious Underdog, you know, your basic mono black stuff, right? I would totally still rock the Life of Toshiro's just to see how it does in there, you know what I mean? Because Life of Toshiro, yeah, if you don't see your 5th mana, you could use that memory to get that Invoke Despair down anyways, right? And then the +2/+2 was sweet, which I guess it does kind of get worse the more menacing creatures you take out. And I guess, like, if you end up taking out like yeah, Okiba Reckoner Raid is kind of like one of those cards that's overlooked often because there's what's the other one drop that is played very often? I can't remember it right now, and I can't. Evolved Sleeper. Yeah, this card is amazing, isn't it? So it's no wonder Reckoner Raid's getting overlooked too, but it's also just pretty good, and like being able to get that damage through without actually having to attack is a really solid thing to have in mono black, and you're doing that with Invoke Despair as well, so you're just getting all this excess damage through all the time. It's pretty cool, huh? We didn't get to see Ashnod's intervention, but if you do end up dropping that Menace theme, then you probably just want to drop the Ashnod's intervention too, because the whole concept of that was just, yeah, give your Menace creatures an extra little boost to either take out more creatures, or when it gets through with extra. Or if your opponent is removing something important, then get it back to your hand, like be able to recast a Sheoldred sounds pretty good. Or recast the Reckoner Raid, right? Like get the sagas over again. Bouncing those back to your hand, then playing them sounds pretty cool. Oh, buddy, yeah, I had a ton of fun with this one, huh? Enough rambling, though. If you made it this far into the video, then y'all are champions. I keep forgetting to say it closer to the beginning of the video. I've been trying to like do it around like the first and second game, but we do have a sub goal set for 2023. It's set all the way up at 5,000. So if you want to help us reach that goal, then please consider subscribing because it is much appreciated, friends. Yeah, we have all year to reach that goal. I 100% believe in you guys. We're doing great so far, so thank you so much for that. Yeah, other than that, thanks again for being here, and I will see you in the next one.